Welcome back to my channel. It's another episode of Thirsty Thursday, sipping on that tea with your boy j.o.d. We have a good episode for today. It's going to be talking about closure. So let me go read the quote for today. But wait, before we get into that quote, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you haven't yet, go ahead and do that right now. Leave a like on this video. Hit the thumbs up for me, please. I appreciate it if you do. And of course, I appreciate you guys tuning in and leaving the comments on what you think about this topic. So yeah, on that note, let's go straight to the quote for today. Sometimes the only closure you need is understanding that you deserve better. Let me read it one more time for the people in the back. Sometimes the only closure you need is understanding that you deserve better. Let me read it one more time. Sometimes the only closure you need is understanding that you deserve better. Sometimes the only closure you need is understanding that you deserve better. Closure is very important for a lot of people, including myself, when it comes to friendship-wise or even a relationship-wise. Whenever things happen between you and your partner or you and your friend, and one day you're all cool and all good, and next day, boom, the friendship ended without no communication. They either left you ghosted, or they just don't talk to you no more. They block you from everything, all your social media accounts, and there's really no explanation on why they did that. Even I'm talking about more as in not you doing anything bad or they doing anything bad. It's just one of those, like, it's just cut off. Like your whole relationship just cut off. And to the point where now you're trying to figure out what happened, that all you want to know is why. What did I did wrong, or what was the problem? If it's fixable, then we should try to fix it. If not, then it's time to move. It's time to move on. But I just want to know what happened. Where was the disconnect between us? Because it was just 24 hours ago. We were good. We were talking. We were laughing, and suddenly, 24 hours later, we're not talking at all. No peep, nothing, no message about how we should stop being friends. We should just end the relationship wise. Something happened, and it is very important for myself. I don't know about how you guys will feel about it, but I know it is very important when it comes to closure. I want to know what happened. Not because I want to save a relationship or friendship. If it's not savable, I'm not worried about that then. I'm worried about more about how I can make myself better next time. How I know I should improve myself. Because in the end, it's all about yourself. It's about you improving yourself. How to make yourself better than you was yesterday. And I appreciate every time is be better than you was yesterday. So I want to know what I did wrong, how I could fix it, that next time I will not do that same mistake. We are always building ourselves up to be better. Even if it's a small thing, if it's a big thing, no one can tell you otherwise. You are your own self. So if you want to try to find closure in certain things like that, it's a good thing that you want to know what happened. But if the person doesn't want to let you know because they don't talk to you, then so be it. Just know that if you don't get that closure, just know that you are not special to them. To the point where they can't tell you what happened. They can't give you the closure. Because I know a lot of people say truth hurts. The truth hurts. I've been through it. I heard some truth that hurts me. In the end, I understand why. I got what I need to hear. That next time I won't do that same mistake. I won't do that mistake. So that thing I want so important when it comes to closure is bettering myself. And when I do have closure, and no matter what the situation is, I know I can prove myself. I can prove that I can show them, I could show someone else that hey, I'm a different person. That was me in the past, that was me a couple months ago, but now I know that I could handle myself better. I could deal with that same situation a lot different than before. So even if you don't get that closure, just know that there's always something better for you in the end. And it's not just relationship wise, it's also about job wise. Just know that once you close one chapter in your life when it comes to your work, there's always another chapter that's ready to be opened. There's going to be that job waiting for you. You never know that you might be working already to get that next job, that job was ready on the line for you to take it. But you just need to end one thing first. You need to end your old job. You need to know that my life is on this, but I know I need to move on. I know this is closure. I know that in the end I'm going into something way better. You might not see it right away. It might take you a couple months, it might take you a couple weeks to understand that there's always something better in the end for you. That also, you don't always have to get that closure. If it's meant to be, then it's meant to be, where you don't get that closure. But just keep that in mind, that if you don't get no closure, just know that there's something always better for you. You don't want to keep going and doing the same mistakes over and over and over, where you're hurting your own self, you're hurting others when it comes to relationship, your friendship wise. You gotta know that you need to make some changes in your life. You have to understand that there's certain things you can and you can't do. Closure is very important when it comes to ending a relationship or a friendship. Because without that, then you don't know how to grow from that. You don't know how to learn from your mistakes. You don't know how to learn to be better. You need to be better yourself. If you don't get that closure from someone letting you know what you did wrong, then just know that you need to do better. You lost a good friend. Well, you thought you lost a good friend, but you lost someone. And you need to understand and look at it why or how. Did you do something wrong? Did you say something wrong? Just know that you have to understand those things and then use that forward. Learn from that. Adapt to that changes. Adapt to the situations where you know that you need to do better. You need to treat others better. You need to treat yourself better. Before you treat others better, you need to know that you need to treat yourself better. You need to take care of yourself better. You need to stop hurting yourself. You need to stop doing things that you don't want to do just because you want to make someone happy. If you're not happy, then don't try to make people happy if you're not happy. If your friend or your ex it gives you closure, understand that closure. Why? Understand that you did something wrong. Either try to fix it or use that for the future. Knowing that, oh, you can't do this because you will hurt them. The words that you say, the way you think, the way your thoughts come out, you need to learn that it's not acceptable in that form. You have to learn how to communicate better. You have to let them know how you feel, and you need to understand that you have to understand how they feel. You need to not worry about trying to blame others or blame yourself. Just understanding, have the communications between you guys, and know that what you did was wrong, what they did was wrong. Hey, let's try to patch it up. Let's try to figure out, let's find the middle ground between us, and let's see if we could fix what we lost, because closure is very important. People lose sleep. People lose their life because they don't get closure. Is closure very important? As I mentioned, yes and no. Yes, because you want to know what you did wrong. If you don't know what you did wrong, but you need that closure, yes. I'm not talking about the situation where you cheated or you did that, you did drugs, whatever. I'm talking about just those scenarios where you don't know what you did, but the friendship, the relationship ended, so now you want to have closure. I have a particular relationship, friendship wise, where we just ended. There were nothing that let me know what happened. So I'm still trying to figure out what happened. I'm still trying to get the closure. But in the end, you might not get a closure. So you have to just deal with it. You just have to live life, continue with your own life, continue to make yourself proud, make others proud. You have to make yourself proud. You have to see what others are doing, not worry about them. Worry about yourself. Make yourself better. Because in the end, it is about you. It's about your health. It's about you finding your own closure. You have to understand that with or without closure, you need to be better. There's always something better in life for you in the end. Don't suck up all your time, figure out what you did wrong with this particular person. Life doesn't stop. Life doesn't pause for you, for no one, just because you want to figure out what happened with this person, where the relationship ended, why you guys are not talking anymore. Continue living your life. If there's no closure between that, move on. Focus on you. Focus on treating more people better in the end. Find a new person. Find yourself if you haven't found yourself. Maybe it is better that you don't know what happened. You don't get that closure, because that's better than knowing what happened. It is better to know that your relationship ended with no communication and not them telling you what happened, because sometimes the truth hurts, and a lot of people can't deal with that. People deal with when the truth come out, they take it the wrong way. Yeah, sometimes the best thing in life is there's no closure between you and your partner, you and your friendship. So focus on that. Know that sometimes closure is a good thing. Sometimes it is a good thing that you don't get closure. Hey, so about closure, so it's time to close this up. But if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video and other videos in the past several weeks. I've been trying to upload a lot of videos, multiple videos at a time a week. So make sure you do that. Leave a comment. Let me know what other videos you want me to post. I'm doing a lot of gameplay so far. So if you're a Call of Duty fan, go ahead and watch the videos. We got a couple good videos coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys take care of yourself
j.o.d.
and each other. Be safe out there.
You can't touch me.
My beautiful people.
Remix.
My beautiful people.
You can't touch us.
Yeah, my beautiful people.
Unstoppable. Try it.
Have a nice day.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Number one champion, so you can't touch me.
Can't touch
Float
us.
like a butterfly, sting like a bee. We're already champions, so don't with me. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Number one champion, so you can't touch me.
It's production.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Can't touch
We're
us.
already champions, so don't with me.